Shalom, shalom.
Go
The
ahead,
real
bro.
Hebrew
Go
Israelites
ahead.
coming to you another week. And first and foremost, we want to start by giving our praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash.
A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to all you Akim, pushing out this word with truth, sincerity, and charity. To the Most High's elect, we like to say Shalom. Hey, we can never say it too many times. Esau, Edom, your kingdom is going down. This place by the name of America, in which our people love so much. And by our people, I mean by the people that's on the front of this sign of Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. Hey, which, according to the Bible, is the Lord's chosen people, man. And our people nowadays, man, they're going complete backward, man. You know, I'm talking about from all of their ways, man. A lot of our people, they going into these different churches. They seeking peace in religion and
No, go ahead, keep talking.
yeah, but they're seeking peace within these churches and religions. Hey, but they're not finding it, man. You know, hey, we just had a situation. A dude said he was a real Israelite. Hey, but if you was a real Israelite, you would be out here doing this work, man. You know, because all Israel is going to rise again. Hey, but what we're doing right now, we're fighting to be kings in the kingdom, man. We want to fight on the side of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, I'm starting. Isaiah, you know what? I'm sorry, pretty real. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The axe knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
They're not thinking about it. They are. Okay. He was right. Jesus is a white man.
That's right.
That's right.
Serapis, man. Serapis Christus.
Serapis Christus. So he's the white man. So everything being everything, he rolled by and said it right. Okay? But like you said, our people don't consider. They don't want to know that they're Israelites. They don't want to know because there's accountability with this. You have laws, statutes, and commandments, but you got to try to adhere your life to the best of your ability in the land of drawing water, which is this slavery of America, Babylon.
That's right. Verse 4. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
They do evil. You ask them what it takes to find favor with the Lord, they couldn't tell you. But they can tell you how to cook up rock. They can tell you how to fucking footwork. They can tell you all kinds of other shit.
Oh, how to woo another man's wife and shit. How to raise catfish. Oh, I raised my catfish on the farm, so it got to be clean. It's still the fact. His ass saying all that shit is hurt. He got a high blood pressure and shit.
Hey, everything about everything wicked. Our people is more smart to do it, man. You know, that's why, from cleaning chitlins to everything abominable, man. Everything that's contrary to the word of Yahweh Shai. Our people.
I was just gonna say, they don't realize that they learned those skills, cleaning chitlins and things like that, under oppression, right? Because there was a time when you knew that wasn't right, but it was either eat this or starve to death, because they gave you nothing else. You in slavery, but now you willfully. It's just like how our women were raped during slavery, right? And even our men with the butt raping, you know, they were doing slavery, but now they willfully do it, you know. Our women willfully go with these heathens, man, and in a lot of cases bring forth that rejected heathenistic seed, man. They don't understand because they think because we were all taught that lie that you come from your mother and all that. No, you come from your father, man. All right, your father puts you in your mother. Period. That's the way it works.
Right.
It's not right, and we've all been taught that lie, of woman worship, and as long as your mother was an Israelite, then you're an Israelite. But no, it's all about your father, man. All right, that's what it's all about. And so now our people willfully go against their nationality, go against their heritage, go against the scriptures, man. Right?
Yeah, because they big into occult and Satanism now, man. They making music videos praising Satan and shit.
Oh yeah, ASAP Rocky. They got the 5-point star. They write their name in blood.
Pentagram.
pentagrams and stuff like that.
Hey, the video, you know how the videos start off now? They start off all slow, then they show the music, and then smoke, and it hit to the smoke, then it hit to another stream, and then you know what? The music, then it finally starts playing. That's how the music videos start like playing out. But you know what? It's been a transition with Esau, like with all that. They even make these videos so demonic. Because once upon a time ago, like about 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even about 20 years ago back in the 90s, they wouldn't like that.
Con, brother.
I call it.
Go ahead, brother.
Psalm 78:7, that they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of Yahweh, but keep his commandments.
Hey, and that's what our people is not doing. You know, they not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, go ahead, keep it.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
Hey, cause did the scriptures not call us a Sidonish people, man? Our people was very stupid, man. I'm talking about, we've been going off for years. That's why we're still in oppression right now, and that's why a lot of our people are still comfortable in the condition that they're in. You know, receiving the government assistance, and they think that they just living. They think that this is life, man. But no, this is not life, man. This is captivity, man.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, and we supposed to. We supposed to be not doing the things that our forefathers did. You know, going off, being rebellious. You know, we supposed to want to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, apply it to our life. That way we can rule in the kingdom, man. Be a part of the Lord's 144,000, man. His elect, his chosen men to rule over Israel, man.
Hey, that's this fast, man. Hey, what's that song saying? It's a song called Niggas. He said, I love niggas, my people. He said niggas are scared of revolution. That's so true, man.
Con. This is Exodus 23 and 21. It says, beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions. For my name is in him. Right? So, hey, look. That's the mercy, the door of mercy, the mercy door is starting to swing closed, man. All right, that door of mercy is starting to close up, man. So if you don't make it through that door before it closes, man, you cut off. You straight cut off, man.
You saw he already outside the temple,
right? So he don't not in there. Right, he can't. Right. You know, it's like a barrier that every people can walk through. Right. And when Esau hit it,
get that electric barbed wire shield.
But
he can't go through it.
Steady trying to walk through it.
Scripture said though he sought it with tears.
Yep.
Okay, he tried to seek that with tears, but it's not for him. Salvation is not for him. He's the only nation that there is no salvation for.
What?
Period.
That's right.
Period. Period. No matter what he do, he can't get no salvation. All these other people going to have their lands in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, they gonna get a check after 1,000 years.
These people are gonna get perpetual slavery.
Okay,
that's it.
That's it.
And at the end of it, what happens to them, Pops?
1,000 years and you burn up. You're burnt up, folks.
They're gonna get rounded up. They're gonna get rounded up, and then you're gonna have a Holocaust for real.
That's it. Then that's gonna be you get burned for real.
You're gonna get rounded up, and they're gonna have a Holocaust for real. That's what's gonna happen.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Baba Kashal, real quick. Back on the mother worship, I noticed with this Bible app right here, it has a woman's voice. You can't get a man's voice, and the pitch is so high, it's like a chipmunk.
Irritating.
Yeah. Right. And then I try to go as low as I can go, and it sounds like a woman that smokes cigarettes all day.
It said Exodus. Hey, Yahweh gives prophets.
Yeah, you want the Simpsons, Marge's sisters?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, fucking Marge.
Hey, the Heavenly Father's a man of war. Exodus 15 and 13. Hey, the Heavenly Father got an extreme deep voice, man.
Yep.
Hey, that's blasphemy, man. Having a woman's voice saying the scriptures, man.
Hey, so it's actually got a woman's voice teaching it.
Right.
Ooh.
But
that's pretty wicked, man.
And which
Weak as hell, man.
No, but they do that because you know what, they're trying to revert to the world's goddess, or the world's god is what? The black woman, which is not in the Bible, man.
Yep.
Right.
You know, that's why you know what, you'll see any type of TV show that says him or her. No, that's bullshit, man. God is a him, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
so like I said, but like the brother said on this app, it comes up as a woman. So with everything being everything, it's got a woman usurping authority over a man because it's got a woman reading the scriptures to it. It says by reading and the hearing of the word. So now he's got this brother on his app hearing the word from a woman's tone.
And what if 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12 said, I suffer a woman to teach.
Learn in silence.
The only time a woman is supposed to teach is a child, man. That's why your first teacher is
Young
young
women.
But that's as a child, man. Once a young man once a young male child becomes a young man, he's then given over to his father for tutelage.
Yep.
All right, because now he's a young man.
Right.
All right, but when he's a child, that's when you're dealing with your mother.
Get that
Your
in-
mother still teaching
Get that
you
in 1 Samuel.
that your place.
Right.
That the look, son.
Well, she
we
had
have
weaned
two
her
different
son,
roles
right?
in life.
Right.
You know? Absolutely, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Hey, so that's just going off what the elder was saying, man. Hey, because it's a song called It's Closing Time. It's closing time, man. Hey, if you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians don't seek the Lord right now, while you see the prophets out here in the streets, man, hey, you're going to be judged with the rest of this world, man.
That's
'Cause
right.
There's nothing but in this world but the lust of the flesh, man. There's nothing but wickedness in this place, man.
Last call for alcohol.
That's right. It says, verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
That's
Hey,
right.
and man, we all have to be woken back up to this truth, man. We have to be brought back into remembrance this truth, man. And we have to continue in this faith to be saved from that judgment, man. It says, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's really for the elect, man.
Yep.
So, truthfully, that's for the elect, man.
These are
So,
the
yeah,
righteousness, yes.
just because you screaming Israel, Yasharallah,
Right.
hey, if you're not among the elect, you're gonna not make that. The door of mercy is gonna close
It's
on
a
you.
lot. Like that fucking earlier, this fucking nigga, man. He was screaming he the real Israelite and shit. Trying to threaten us, trying to intimidate us and shit, man. Hey, Mosai, shut the door to that nigga, man. Cause he not humble, man. He's a fucking wicked ass nigga from back in the ancient time.
Yeah, and so
he's
what
back
type
today.
of
Right.
man is gonna scream out that Israelite men who are actually doing the work,
Right.
and constantly on a regular basis are not. Now you think he'd have went down there to ISUPK, who I'm sure is gone by now,
Right.
because the sun has gone down and it's a little chilly now.
Right. The wind.
All right. So them leathers get cold, man.
Right.
You know they don't have them good leathers with the liners in them, because a leather you got to be at the right temperature, because if you get too hot, if it's too warm, and if it get cold, you freeze.
Yep.
All right. So I went past some guys, and half of them got on those dark shades. It's not like they wearing sunglasses and chains.
Right.
They actually wearing shades, man. And they hiding their eyes, man. And if you're gonna come against guys, those would have been the guys to come, because what? If the sheep, wherever people stand down there and watch them, because we've actually had guys come down to us and said that they were looking for them.
Right.
But they weren't out there, so they just went, and it's like, hey, the sheep would be scattered and starve. Because them guys, they're not out there feeding. They come out literally like 3-4 times a year, man.
Right.
Actually, you know what? Salaki Elder, that one guy that we used to have, I don't know where the fuck he at. Maybe he didn't
about
falling
that
out. Joshua Judah.
Yeah.
The guy who we actually welcomed him, but he said he was what? He was looking for ISUPK, and they was not fucking here. And we dealt with him for a long fucking time. And they would have been perfectly fine if he showed up the way he did, like every once in a while. Because that's how they fucking show up every fucking once in a while.
So
man.
there you go. As the scripture says, as the king is, so is the people. Roughly paraphrased.
Right.
So they're setting a bad example, man. They're not teaching discipline, man.
Yep.
Because if you teach your students bad habits, they're gonna repeat those habits, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my professor always says, you gotta drill it right, because if the way you drill it is the way you're gonna perform it. And if you
Under pressure.
Right, under pressure, you're gonna perform it that way, man. All right? He got one, and then bring yours out, brother.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Right, so those details, man, they don't have no knowledge. They're not paying attention to the details, man. They're not trying to listen, man.
Yep.
You know, my student, one of my students, she fought her first fight today. And she did everything right, but yet she did everything wrong. All right? Because she didn't put the pressure where the pressure was supposed to be applied. She didn't put the grips where the grips were supposed to be applied. And then she didn't let go. And I've often told her, you hold on to things too long. All right? When the person gets a certain position, you have to abandon it and re-grip. And she tried to hold on to the grip as the girl circled to her back. Instead of rotating and rolling, putting her hips and keeping her legs in between her,
And spin it quick.
she tried to hold on to the grip and force the move. You can't force it. You have to adjust with it, man. All right, and like the spirit. And so we teach, and that's how we teach, man. We set the example, man.
Don't force it.
We do the sit downs, you know. We read, we study, we research. We just don't come out here and say any old thing.
Right.
Like I said, man, for years we've shamed college professors and scholars. They come out here and try to go at it with us, and they get a thorough education.
The little Moody College up here, they told not to fuck with us.
Yeah, they put a damn. Hey,
They
matter
put a
of fact,
blocking order on
they
us.
put a blackout order on us, man. And the funny thing too, that you mentioned Moody, they little Bible store just closed down. You know?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so that's a sign that they on their way under, man. All right.
Bible store was crazy.
Yeah, because you know that store was open for years right there, right next to it's right on the
Chicago
corner.
Avenue.
Yeah, because the school is right there. It's attached to it.
They try to sell me a Bible with their own breakdowns. I'm like, whoa, man.
What?
Yeah, that's what wow.
You know, like how you were saying too, Elder, with the practice. Remember Michael Jordan, he even said when it comes to game clutch shots, he said it's not clutch because I do this in practice all the time.
There
so
you
it's
go.
normal.
Yep.
Right, exactly, and that's what we do. We study, we research, and most informally, first and foremost, we're called to do this, man.
That's right.
All right. So we're not just doing this on our own accord.
St. John, the 20th chapter.
All right, we're called to do this. Absolutely, bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go.
Exactly.
When he is old, he will not depart from it.
Okay. Now that he said that, think about them two wicked women, Serena and Venus, man.
Yeah.
Their father trained them up, right? He wasn't no professional coach or
Tennis
anything
coach,
like
right,
that.
right.
But what he did when he realized the
Practicing
girls had a
every
passion
fucking
for
day.
something, he pushed them in it.
Right.
And he made them practice. He went and learned what he could learn, and he made them drill and practice and drill and practice and drill and practice. So when they
was
came
trying to
under
get out
pressure, they were beating everyone, man.
That's right.
And it took them all the way to the pros and made, tennis is a very explosive sport, man. A lot of injuries, but you know what? When you make it to a pros, man, tennis pays very well, man.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money playing tennis, man.
Hey, but like you said, he was a wicked ass nigga. That's why he had the biggest regret of his fucking goddamn daughter fucking
They
with
know what's so-called
a
white.
fucking
Right.
Edomite, man.
Yeah, he don't like Edomite.
Yeah, right, exactly. Then his daughter turns on him by receiving
having seed of an Edomite.
seed from the devil, man.
Shit, it's a rumor that motherfucker may be a man. Venus is
No, she'll man.
I wouldn't-
No man get no birth.
I can't, you can't dabble on that too much. It's like, hey, man, Esau not that fucking raw, man. It's lucky, yo.
Yeah, she
She a one fucking woman,
Yeah,
man.
because we got pictures of her when she was a little girl.
Exactly,
Definitely.
man.
Don't feed into that. See, that's that false doctrine Jake be coming. Man,
That's
she a
what
woman. She a clone, man.
And then that's also
Yeah.
truth is it was Esau that started that.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to just come up with some excuse of why she was so domineering.
Right.
Because she beat all the best. She beat right. So she's really a man. That's why she beat all these good thoroughbred white girls.
Yeah.
Hey, Israel's a master race, man.
Yeah, we say that all the time. If this motherfucking pace was to continue another 100 years, Michael Jordan be white boy.
Yeah. By the time you open up
King be white.
because I noticed over the years, man. And I stated it before earlier. I stated it again. Esau can't have that.
Oh.
I said that to a Muslim guy that I know that I grew up with. I said that many years ago. I said, have you noticed that every time you see images of King, that he's getting lighter and lighter? You know, I said that years ago, man. And he was like, damn, you right. You know?
He is though. Playing.
Hey, Tupac, all them be so-called white men. This kingdom gone forever.
Right.
Yep. Hey, you know what they have that meme too.
Right, you open up a history book,
Yeah.
and the whole Wu-Tang did right. Old dirty bastard, man, they all would be white, man. Man, this was the coldest rap group ever.
Looking like the Beast
And they
Boys.
right, and they had the pictures of NSYNC and you know, Shalom, brother.
Oh, he cut the hair.
Right, they have the pictures of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Right.
It's Wu-Tang or some shit, man.
Right.
You know?
Got the Superman curl.
Bill
boy.
Cosby was so-called white man. They'll do that, man.
I got a question for you about actually in the car.
But yeah, like the elder was saying, man. The elders, man. You know, if we were to continue in this place, Esau would just try to replace all of our rawness and put his wickedness within it. Because you know what? We're really supposed to be the rulers of this earth.
Well, that's what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's been doing. That's why they lied through our history and put that face up. Every people that was great. That when they make their movies, they put their faces up, man.
Yep.
And they made your face a face of disdain,
Yeah.
dislike.
They claim they Pharaoh. They claim they the last samurai.
Right, and then they made brown skin.
brown tail.
Hell, even all them Elamites, man.
Yeah.
Which one
They
of y'all
over there in
young man ready to
India
replace my-
using bleach cream,
My shoulder getting
trying to lighten themselves up, man.
Hey, that proved that Esau, this man, Esau the wicked that got the earth, man. In Job 9:4.
His voice walketh through the earth, man.
So these heathens who don't want to look like a ruler.
Right.
That's
That's how you
trying
know
to
who
look like
Esau
a ruler.
is.
Right.
Because Esau's the Arab. Everybody be trying to look like the damn Arab.
Con.
Exactly.
So with that having been said, like you said, bleaching creams and agents and all that other kind of shit was real big when I was a kid. Noxzema and all that other kind of shit. It was real big.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
Yeah,
trying-
right, and the Simeonites are doing it too.
My sister used it.
Yeah, look at
But you
Sammy
know what's
Sosa.
funny? My sister got cut because she used it and then her face got blacker. But it's not that pretty black. It's that, man, what's wrong with your skin?
Right, like she got burnt or something.
Yeah.
That her shine is gone.
Yeah.
disfiguration.
Cause you know how you can put some oil on you, you can put some olive oil or some Vaseline, and then your skin shines.
Yeah, right.
Her shine is gone, man.
The slave owners say how pretty it looked to see the slaves' backs shining.
When they sweat,
Yeah.
That's what the
because
word.
their skin right, and they, muscular Jake,
Yeah.
and that's why the Edomite women would get wet and then go out there and hump Jake while he chained up.
That's what the racial slur shine come from. Shine, yeah, shine. Cause
I got Daniel 7 and 25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given to his hand until a time and a time dividing of times. Yeah, Esau, you know, he changed the rules, regulations of the world, you know. He got a patent on diseases, you know what I'm saying? They said they ain't the one who created it, but they got a patent on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, some of the biggest and worst ones.
Right.
There's a patent on Ebola and AIDS, man.
Right.
HIV.
There was a guy who he was fasting, who was creating a cure and stuff like that. And they try to say, oh, you don't have medical license to do what you doing and stuff like that. But
Dr. Sebi.
Dr.
Yeah, Dr.
Sebi.
Sebi, yeah.
Dr. Sebi.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Cure
and
people,
he
right.
should be literally. That should be the most popular man of the 19th century.
Yep.
He should, because he cured things that were said to be uncurable. He cured AIDS. He cured herpes. He get rid of the last century. 20th century. The 20th century. So like,
It ain't no time. What the fuck we got
Right.
this?
No time.
Time is divided
he
in time.
should He should have been. Because I was thinking of 1900, but but the 1900s was the 20th century. So that's why it was 20th Century Fox.
Right.
All right. But yeah, he should have been the most popular man in the 20th century. And coming into this one, because what greater, if the way the AIDS have devastated the earth, man, and this man cured it,
Right.
the whole world should know who he is. His face should be on every damn where, man. But you know what? They're like, you fucking up our drug game. That's why they came against him. All right, and even though I could give a goddamn about Nipsey Hussle, that's one of the things he was doing. He's doing that documentary that was featuring Dr. Sebi, and being that Nipsey Hussle is very popular and very well known. They shot just same way they got rid of Tupac.
That's a threat to
When
their
Tupac
money.
started talking about because Tupac was too popular and was too well known, and all of a sudden he started rapping about the Illuminati and about killing them and exposing them, and they you know, that's basically what it meant.
So got really left out too, because she was going down to Dr. Sebi and talking about the natural
and all that
cure.
stuff.
There-
Right.
there you
Her
go.
break glass got cut.
Right. It showed how
There you go.
how Tupac was a threat.
And
Today
it's
people-
funny that Salaki, brother
No, it's
Salaki,
okay,
I mean
it's
to cut
cool.
you off.
It's cool, all
Back on that left eye thing.
Yeah.
Keep that thought though. Back on that left eye thing, when they cut the brake lines, and it's funny too that everybody in the car survived was wearing seatbelts.
Yep. Self-harm.
So it makes you wonder, did somebody like not? Yeah, it's I don't know.
It's not right,
Sabotaged
man.
it.
It was a setup. No, it was a setup kill. Just like any other thing, man. The thing with Esau is like he might have warned them niggas. You know, more than likely if it was set up like that, that's how Esau does shit.
And they show you movies where they have hitmen that make things look like accidents.
Yep.
You know, they make it look like you got electrocuted, like you died of natural causes,
Yeah.
like you died, like you overdosed accidentally or whatever, man.
Or they'll tell you he had like before Nipsey Russell died this month, back in February, they wrote a whole article saying he died. That he died. He got shot, but he got shot in different ways. Shit, man. So all
Why
this
would
shit
they
was-
write an article about a man dying? I
Before
didn't know
dying.
that.
Right.
That's yeah.
It was a month before they had
It was like a joke.
I mean, no, it was supposed to be a month before, like it was in February when they had
oh, and it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucked up and let it out
It was in
early.
March. It was in March, which was a month before April.
No,
when
but
he
they've
actually-
done that before.
Yeah.
It's just like the Twin Towers. They announced
Yeah.
Tower 7 fell before it fell. So one of the news broadcasters got the breakdown to read, and he started reading about the collapse of Tower 7, and it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Then it fell.
Yeah.
It's like, come on,
Did the
man.
I mean, Chris, you say Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. They wrote an article before he died.
What?
I think it was like the day before he died. They wrote an article.
And they released it.
Yep. See, this whole thing, see people talking about conspiracy, his family hate that. Hey, man, it was conspiracy to put your black ass on the ships and bring on the America. It was conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was conspiracy for Esau to conquer your engine ass and take your land and shit. Like
That's
that,
right.
man.
You're right.
So don't give me this bullshit. Ain't no such thing as conspiracy.
Man, when the
man.
conspiracy become a bad word,
Right.
you conspire to go to school.
Right.
If you out of shape, you conspire to go get in shape.
Right.
All right. You conspire to get up out of bed. Hell, you conspire to drive across town and get up in them new cheeks you met.
It was a conspiracy to make your poor ass pay taxes to the IRS, was not part of the American government. So
That's
don't-
right.
So don't give me no fucking, ain't no such thing as conspiracy, man.
No,
Right?
well, it's a difference.
No, I was about to say the biggest conspiracy is you niggas not knowing who the fuck
Oh,
you
you
are.
are.
That's right.
They conspire
The
to
greatest
make sure you didn't know.
That's Psalms
That's right.
83, man. If a brother could grab that, that's the biggest conspiracy
Well,
known
I'm
on
already-
planet Earth, man. The place where the children of the Lord was not called the children of the Lord.
Right.
All right?
They spent big money for long periods of time trying to keep that head.
Well, and you know what the thing? Yeah, really. But you know what?
So yeah,
But
so that would be
going into what the elders had said, you know, the word conspiracy, you have a difference between conspiracy and a conspiracy theory. Like the earth is flat. That's a conspiracy theory because you don't have no fucking proof, man.
Right.
All right? You're reptilians. Conspiracy theory. Those are things that have not been proven.
Hold on. First of all, in 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 7 through 9, it said Esau and Jacob, not Esau and the fucking lizards. Man.
Right,
You
exactly.
fucking idiots, man.
So y'all all going off, man. Now when you go into
Esau
Watch too much.
he's definitely a servant, man. You know what? But going into the Psalms
I
80,
with you, man.
going into the Psalms 83 that the brother had mentioned, all right, that's about three. When you go into the word conspire, it's about 3 or more groups coming together to condemn somebody else, man, or to fuck somebody else over, man. That's what conspire actually
and
means.
that's what they did for us.
Exactly.
This Edomite,
Well, that's the definition that they give.
yeah,
Right.
All right.
This Edomite, this Ishmaelite, and this fucking Hamite, conspired
Find the
together
word
to do what they
conspire
did to
first.
us.
Joel chapter 3.
So they was in Confederate with each other.
Because if you wake up one day, like I know this chick just became a police officer, and she tried for like 3.5 years to become police officers. She tried here in Chicago and a whole bunch of other places, and they kept rejecting her. Now she finally got on, and I think in Tinley Park, I believe. All right, but the point being, she conspired to be in. So we know that being a cop ain't the wisest thing to do. But did she do something wrong because she wanted to choose that for a career? You know, on one level, no, but on another level, yes, because she's a woman and should be in a position of authority over men.
Right.
But the point being, she and here in America was supposedly free. She decided that's what she wanted to do. So she conspired to take the test and do all the studies and take classes and get all the things in line that she needed to do to present her credentials to say this is why I'll be a good police officer.
Hey, you niggas
But
conspire.
she gonna be a horrible police officer because she's emotional as fuck.
Hey, you niggas,
Right.
you niggas conspired to rob another nigga, man, in the neighborhood, man. Hey, when you see Jake, when Jake get that quote unquote good job and shit, and then he get the rims, the cars, everything, and that's his. It's just rightfully his because he worked for it, man. And Jake get jealous and start conspiring to rob him and shit, man. All right, that's a conspiracy, man.
You saw that man to society. What old boy do when he got that 5.0?
And told his ass to order him a hamburger.
Order him a hamburger. You know what this is?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but like the brother I said, the biggest conspiracy is when they rob you so-called, you know, Latinos and Americans, your true nationality, which is Israel. All right.
This is Psalms 83, verse 3. It says, verse 2, it says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head proudly. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people."
There you go, that crafty counsel. So that's some deceitful ass counsel. That's called a conspiracy. How the fuck we gonna put these people out of remembrance? All right? You know how they did that? They gave us bywords and proverbs, man. You a nigga. You an African American. You a Mexican.
Beat them so that they couldn't speak Hebrew or understand Hebrew anymore, and beat that language out of them.
And you know that's funny too, is that these clowns will run up. I think you did somebody read Hosea 4:6?
Not yet.
My people are lost.
It came out
Somebody get that.
He read the Proverbs.
But the point being, and Jeremiah 17:4.
I got
That's
it.
all in my head.
But the point being is that you'll have clowns like that clown last week who will say, you ain't no Hebrew. You don't know nothing about no Hebrew. Of course, they took it from him.
Right.
That's kind of the prophecy that the Hebrews wouldn't know Hebrew.
Right.
Duh. Stupid ass. It's like right there, if your heritage is taken, man, if you speak one language, and then that language denied you as a child, and you don't know nothing about your language, how the hell you gonna speak it?
And they showed
right.
you that in Roots, that they beat it. What they do? They took his name, beat his name from him.
Beat it out of
Okay,
him.
beat it out of
And then
him.
you
Man.
were forbid to speak to your children.
That's right.
If you couldn't, you're right. If you beat my name out of me and make me call myself by the name you want me to, then and so when I name my children, I'm gonna name them the names that you approve of.
Man.
I'm not gonna be speaking to them in my language. I just got beat for speaking it.
Man.
It's so a couple hundred years of that goes by. Who the hell gonna man?
They ain't gonna know.
Jake is simple, man.
Got Jeremiah 17.
And so are these scoffers too, because they try to use the same analogy.
Man, but you know that nigga came up last week and said, who taught Hebrew? I asked this nigga who taught Ra. The nigga couldn't say shit. Fuck out of here then, man. Fucking bum.
Jeremiah
Yahweh taught mankind Hebrew.
Yeah,
That's it. That was the language.
And that's why babies come out saying, I die by God.
Exactly.
That's why they come out saying that, even the heathens,
Hey,
man.
Salak, like that Jake who went to the coma, he never studied Hebrew.
Right.
He came out of his coma speaking Lashwan Kadash, real Hebrew. All right?
And it wasn't Yiddish. It was actual Hebrew. It wasn't Yiddish.
Yeah, because even one of the rabbis recognized it. He said, yeah, he's speaking ancient Hebrew.
Yeah, without
So which means you're not.
Exactly. So he was speaking of ancient Hebrew, which means it didn't have all the Messianic fucking vowel consonant sounds on it.
Basically, it didn't have the Edomite Latin language twist on it.
Exactly.
Because the Latin language is where you get all those U sounds, right? A-E-O and U sounds. Right. They don't have those sounds are not in it was never in Hebrew. The only long vowel in Hebrew was the I. Everything else was I. and the letter before it was da ga ba I ha wa za ta za qua. It was no A-E-I-O-U, man. Well, the I, but no, and sometimes why? Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. That's some bullshit, man.
How about that?
And sometimes why? Hey, that was a jazz dog. That was John Roker, man. He's a J. It's okay, had it.
Hey, that was a popular song if you remember.
Hey, that was my shit, man. That was John Roker. Go ahead, brother.
App right here that's a learn ancient Hebrew, and it tells the alphabet and everything.
Yeah, I got that app too, but they go off on the name though.
Oh.
Yeah, when you click on the name, they're gonna tell you a higher. That was set up by some GOCC cats. That app that he got.
But if you actually look at
the Hebrew app, let me see what you got.
Nah, because you know what? That's what.
Come right here.
Yeah, because you know what? That's who, like the elder said, that's who set up them damn apps, man. You know, and we don't use.
I mean, it's a good app.
Yeah.
You know, if you really are learned, because AOCC, I mean GOCC, there's an AOCC.
Yeah, it is.
But GOCC is they bugged out, man, because they add a lot of vowel points to their Hebrew, to their doctrine, I should say. Because they speak the proper Hebrew, they just say the wrong name.
They butchered the Lord's Prayer, man. I heard one time the women singing the Lord's Prayer, talking about higher. I said, man, I can't listen to them.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to see what the fuck they did in their last church, man. I got the video of that shit. They fucking trying to, like, first off, a woman shouldn't even be fucking speaking no way, man. Regardless of how this pussy ass fucking society got you men blending into that, it ain't nowhere in the women didn't even know the scriptures, man. You know, yeah, they might have sung songs. They might have sung songs. That was how they prophesied, man. Deborah, it never said it never mentioned anywhere in the scripture that Deborah knew the scriptures or any other woman knew the scriptures, man.
If she did know prophecy, she learned it from the man.
She learned it from a man.
Exactly.
Who was Barak?
Barak.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, because people still forget that that the whole book of Deborah is about Barak.
And so long. And Deborah was a humble woman, man.
Yeah,
she went out there. You shut up. You don't know that. You don't know this.
She went up there doing all this shit.
Right.
You know?
You breaking this down wrong. She wasn't doing that.
Even the things she said.
Exactly.
What did she do? Like, even if she might have said something, she did something what a woman would, like, not even a woman, but somebody. What would you do to somebody that's over you? Because it says in the scriptures to rebuke not an elder. Even anything that she even told Barak, she asked it in question form, man. All right, that's in the scriptures, man. When Nathan came to David, who was also a prophet, asked it in question form, man. So it wasn't like no fucking harsh ass rebuke. Like, she wouldn't be no fucking nigga woman about it.
Right. You breaking this down wrong. You doing this down wrong. You're a 5 minute. I call 5 minute Israelite. You've been studying for at least 5 minutes. Now you try to tell the men of the Lord. Who black belt said teaching for over 10 years, trying to tell them we got it wrong.
A 5 minute. And 4 of them been learned, stand up here. Now she want to take what we just taught her and try to twist it and show us where it's wrong.
Right. Right.
The fuck?
Oh, 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 12. It don't really mean that.
Well, you know, it's just like the scoffers on the comic board, man. When you do a whole breakdown and you use many precepts, and then and you know that they didn't watch the video or they just a scoffer, because then they'll turn around and say the same wrong thing that you just proved to be wrong with 10 precepts or 10 relics and artifacts, or whatever it is, they'll still say the same dumb shit that you just proved. It's like, dude, did you watch the video? Right.
And you look at their channel.
They saw the title, listen for 2 seconds, and start tapping some dumb shit.
Or it'll be a scoff that has nothing to do with the lesson that you did.
Nothing at all. totally irrelevant scoff, man.
Yeah, knows the apostles get that all the time, man. Cause I mean, I promise, it's like it'll be something to be straight edification, but they ain't cussing nothing. They ain't cussing nobody out. They ain't saying no shit. Hey, but you'll see a thumbs down, and you'll be wondering why the fuck is it a thumbs down, man?
You can hold it thumbs down for the upload.
It's like it literally, like it's literally before, like it's information. Like you said, it has to be before they even. No, it's Jim. It's Jimmy's.
Damn, that's not true. Yeah, those demons, man. Right?
I think it's the demons is scoffers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's demons. I mean, like the elder was getting, Hosea 4 and 6. These niggas are destroyed because they don't have no knowledge.
That's
Right? They're wise to do what? Evil. But to do righteous, they have no wisdom to do righteousness, man. Right? These people are totally out of their mind, man. Right? Hey, the woman don't know how to be a woman. Hey, a man don't even know how to be a man in America, man. A lot of these guys are, if you will, pussies, man.
That's right.
You know?
So,
Go ahead.
All right.
You get those
You was holding at 17? Oh.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, you can
Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou even shall discontinue from thy inheritance I gave thee, and I
Which I
will-
gave you.
which I gave thee,
Which I gave you.
and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
So that's plain, man. So for these guys to come up and say, you know, they say it all in Hebrew, we would discontinue from our heritage, man.
Right.
We're reading it, and you got some brothers that's good in the Hebrew, that's better in the Hebrew than other brothers. But you're not gonna. But even those brothers can only say what they learn in Hebrew. They're not just gonna be able to just carry on a conversation totally in that language, man.
So ask them what the word Hebrew means. They can tell. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what's funny? We read this in English and you niggas can't get it. What makes you think you're gonna get it in Hebrew? Exactly. Now we can literally read this Hebrew word for Hebrew word. You ain't gonna get it. You don't even get it in English.
And that's just it. We've learned the Hebrew enough to where when we see it, we can read it.
right.
All right? And then we have to do the research to dig in to tell you what it actually means and blah, and you know, this, that, and the other.
Right.
But that's because, like you said, on this side, we're rehearsing the righteous acts.
That's right.
And so we're cleaving onto our language. And yes, we do learn certain prayers in Hebrew because they're important prayers. They're powerful prayers.
The Lord gave us the most important parts, man. All right. It's just like if you
Didn't say you said you hit the nail on the head. We prophesying parts.
But it's just like, hey man, you like somebody, if somebody got the scripture like the elder quoted, but you know, you go into the Spanish, like you go into the Spanish, hey, somebody want to come up to this land speaking Spanish or whatever. They got second generation kids to adapt to this society. Their kids really not gonna know Spanish like that.
And there's a lot of Northern Kingdom that do not speak Spanish. All right, a lot of them. I'll probably say about half of them. The ones that were born here in America. All right, the second and third generation ones, a lot of them don't speak it, man.
That's what you have to I was gonna say, there's a lot of them that I grew up with that I knew that when we took Spanish in high school, they failed it. They was like, we
Even though they can speak it. Yeah, they can understand it, they can say it, but
they don't say it, they don't speak it the way it's taught.
all right, because they got that flavor to them. So Jacob got that flavor, man.
Not to mention when you go into when you basically go into the what do they call it, sociology. Basically, that's one of the reasons why a lot of things, like far as the scriptures, people never understood for ages, man. And they still don't understand it.
This is true.
Because you know what? People couldn't fucking read and write. They couldn't read and write in the language they even fucking spoke, man. They knew how to speak it, but you know what? As far as reading and writing, people they didn't understand it. And they might blow the whole mind of the average person, but y'all niggas can't even understand y'all don't even go into the things that what you can understand. So imagine that shit thousands of years ago.
Because that's, you know what? Because I mean, I do use the Hebrew when I'm teaching, but some brothers use it way more than I do. I go into the meaning of words in English and prove the point.
Right.
And you know, and the truth be said, I do that on purpose. All right, because just to prove you wrong easily, and to make it simple, man. That's why, you know, and then that's also why I don't, you know, I do the longest videos I've had that maybe be like 30, maybe 45 minutes. And those are old videos, man. I don't even do that anymore, man. My videos are 15 to maybe 24 minutes, man. That's it. Because Jake, because you lose Jake. When you really do, man, you lose them.
Yeah, this is the microwave generation. Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot.
Exactly, brother. And they don't like leftovers either.
Oh my God!
All right.
That's
How you gonna be
dead
broke
on.
and poor,
That's
though?
spot
Because
on.
I done heard you, man. I don't eat leftovers. Nigga, you broke. You better eat them leftovers till they gone. Talking about I don't eat leftovers. Oh, my kids don't eat leftovers. Then your kids gonna be hungry.
Obviously, you got leftovers because you cook too much food. So at the end of the day, you're wasting your money. I'm a nigga that don't like wasting my money.
No,
I
I
eat
mean,
that shit, man.
I know a woman who will cook, and she'll cook food, thinking that we gonna eat on this for the next, couple days. But her kids they don't want to eat leftovers.
They gonna starve.
Exactly, that's the point, man.
Hey,
because
people
you know
don't
what?
understand, they love gumbo, and gumbo was leftovers. Like good food came from leftovers.
It was
turned
the
into
gumbo.
There you go. There you go, man. That's how gumbo became popular. Cause they threw all this shit together. Put that hot Louisiana shit on it. That vinegar and that hot sauce and all that other shit they put in there.
Okra, crawfish,
Yeah.
little lobster.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I went down there last year. That shit
A
weird.
couple sausages.
That's it.
And Dewey sausage.
Throw all that shit
But you know
together.
that was Drake, because when you go down there, and it's some good culture down there, that shit was straight Drake. From the French to the Creole to the blackening, all those recipes were either native, French, or straight Judah. Straight up, and then they just came together and made a nice little mix, man. And that's how you know who our people is, man.
Right, because you know what? Even the French, some of the French soldiers they sit down there, they were still Jake. Because you know what? Alexander Dumas' ancestor was what? Alexander Dumas was French.
Yep.
And he was a nigga.
Yeah.
All right, regardless.
As a matter of fact, he wrote my favorite movie. Literally one of my favorite movies is The Count of Monte Cristo, man.
That's a classic.
I love that movie, man. All right, and the other movies he wrote were really good too, man. That Iron Man and the Iron Mask, all right, the Musketeer movies, them movies off the chain, man.
And his ancestor.
But when you look at them, what did Esau do here in America? Every time you see those movies, they're all fucking white, man.
And you know,
so this black guy, you know,
And everybody not look like him.
but you know what? Exactly. Because you know it couldn't have been like that. Because you know what? His ancestor was called what? The Black Devil, man. All right, that's what they had named him.
I mean, even Othello, man, with Shakespeare.
Othello
It's called
was the
Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Exactly.
That's what it's called. It's Othello, the Moor of Venice.
They dropped that more part when just passing because they don't want you to know. But when you go look into the title,
I have Shakespeare's complete works. I have all his plays in one book. Because it even tells you in Shakespeare's book that the Curse of Cain is red. It tells you when it goes to the glossary, the meaning of words, and for all the different characters and people in the plays, and it says Cain, colored red.
wow.
So it goes, they know the curse and what did the Jehovah Wickedness do? Not the Jehovah Wickedness, but the Mormons do. The Mormons said that it was a curse to look like you. They switched right. No. They know that the curse was talking about them. It's a curse to be pale, man. But what they do, they made pale popular. Right.
Like you like to go into.
Yeah, Khan. Right. They created, a whole new race.
How can you be cursed when you can stand in the sun and absorb it, but when you stand in the sun
And get healed from it.
And
And then another people gets destroyed by it, gets skin cancer and dies.
that's it.
But it's not.
You know?
Like, exactly. That tells you that. But Esau goes against nature itself.
But you know what? We say this the whole skin thing with the sun, but their skin is a whole curse altogether, man. Because it holds diseases, man. When you go into the shit that like our skin has vitamins in it. This is vital throughout the entire year. You know?
As a matter of fact, it's the biggest organ on your body. That's your skin.
I mean, they ain't got no organ outside.
That's fucked up.
Right, and it absorbs everything that's negative. Like you said, the sun actually, I go in the sun, man, and I just get darker. I get dark every summer, like 2-3 shades darker, man.
Okay.
You look at because you know it's funny. I look at videos of me in the winter, I'm light as fuck.
Okay.
And then you look at videos of me in the summer, I'm dark as hell.
Right. Right.
You know, I'm dark all the way up until fall. I'm like, oh shit, it's wintertime.
That's it. Fading. But
Well, this shit ain't getting that
fading,
feel
but it ain't gonna fade all the way out. I ain't gonna fade out like y'all.
Well, it's funny too. The older I got, the more my melanin kicked in, man.
That's how
Well,
usually
young I
happens.
was lighter, man. You know, that's my mother's genes.
Receding.
In me, yeah. The receding genes from my mom's, man. From her side of the family, because they had all that Edomite blood in their family.
Nah, but that's usually how it happens, man. The older you get, the more like some chicks settings start to like kind of come in, man. You know, and especially with the melanin. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop back to the
Taste buds change too.
Because I remember when I didn't like oatmeal and didn't eat onions. Now but now I love scallions and I like
Onions
oatmeal.
are great.
Right,
Beets,
right.
eat
I
them
just sound like
motherfuckers raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beets is important for you to eat too. That'll help, especially if you got high blood pressure issues or any blood issues. Beets will fix you right up, man.
Yeah, especially
It
with
should,
iron.
it will. Beets is a superfood, man.
Kale. But see, you know what?
See,
That's part of your heritage.
she was tired. She was like, no more little red stuff.
But yeah, the deeper you get into the knowledge, you understand that the herbs are shit.
I don't understand.
The herbs
what's going
are
on
actual
right there.
medicine, man. Let the medicine be our food and let the food be the medicine, man.
This
Simply
motherfucker's
put.
got on a mini skirt.
But it looked like a dude with a bitch, man.
That's two
That was a
females.
pet right there, but that was a dude.
It was a whole dude, but like
This shit is confusion, man. Hey,
Yeah.
like
What
Lot
was that?
Like Lot was vexed with that.
It looked like a dude
conversation,
dressed like a
man.
woman with a woman.
Right?
that's what I'm saying.
I know what you meant. I just wanted to word it right so the people would understand.
Hey, that's why we
I knew what you meant, because that was some confusing shit. That's why we crying and sighing. Well, we gotta look. Man, real men don't want to see nothing like that, man. Then we can't really comment on it because it is
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, I work with this homosexual who happened to call off from work today.
Isaiah 10.
Made me be stuck down until like 6:30. This nigga think he's so holy quoting the Bible, and this nigga's a flaming faggot.
Right, and you a ball
And I can't really say shit back because I'm at work, so I gotta be wise as a serpent, peaceful as a dove. I said, this nigga's an oxymoron, man. You talking about God this, God that, but you a goddamn homosexual, man. That's nowhere in the Bible. People like that needs to be put to death.
That's right.
Going to be.
The part of scripture.
Hey, my grandfather was a preacher. Obviously, he didn't read to you Leviticus 19 and Romans, the first chapter, man.
That's right.
All right?
10 and 1.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 10,
Just roll to them.
Yep.
10 and 1. Woe unto them that decrease unrighteousness, decrease, and that right grievous which they have described, to turn beside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widow may be their prey, and that they may be robbed. And is this
Right. It said, woe to them.
fatherless?
But you know what? Like just reading that, man. Because who are those laws meant to oppress? All these people on this sign, man. All right. You know, you first they started like everything basically is against a man. All right. You know, first it started like with certain little like bitch ass laws going down in over in the 5 boroughs or whatever. A man couldn't even fucking hold his legs open, and he got fucking nuts, man. So it's like basically they trying to bitchify everything that's about procreation in life, which comes from what? A man. That's how the Lord ordained it on this earth, man. All right, like shit. Freely you can come around and you can be a whole fucking homosexual. You can be a whole goddamn fag. You can be a whole fucking dyke. But you can't be a man of the Lord. Can be a woman under a man.
Right,
That's
hey,
unrighteous.
you
man.
can't even grow a goddamn beard, man.
Now all of a sudden you got toxic masculinity. What the hell is that?
Hey, from a big burly looking motherfucker that got touched. Toxic masculinity.
Hey, read Psalms 94 and 20, Baba Kushab. That's what it was. But it says, woe to them that that call good evil and evil good. All right? And for us to stand up,
It's a so-called freedom of religion. Well, our so-called religion says this. But you tell me I can't feel a certain way, man. No, we ain't about to go out and put our hands on these people. But you guys call it hate speech because we're reading to you what the Bible says, man. And now it's hate speech, all right? Because Esau Edom want to turn everything into what he could do without feeling ashamed for it, man. And every nigga in the hood knows it's a shame to be a homosexual.
Khan, got 2 scriptures for you. This is Psalms 19:4. Their line has gone through all the earth. All right? And Salakia, not that one, Salakia. Psalm 73:9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. So there it is, man. Esau pushes things that are opposite of what's righteous, man. But he's in opposition of the Most High. Read it again. They set their mouth against the heavens, meaning against the scriptures. All right, and their tongue walketh through the earth, meaning that the earth is under the vibration of Esau Edom, man. All right, with this America and the world is socially is what's the word that I'm looking for? Construction. That's a word. Engineer. This is right. This America, it doesn't even realize they're being socially engineered through mass media. All right. They're the ones that tell you what's okay and what's not. What's okay and what's not. All right, and they're the ones who push the worship of the woman. They're the social engineering, which is the voice of Esau walking through the earth, tells you that homosexuality and lesbianism is okay.
Right, it's normal.
It's normal, and that it's okay.
That's part of his sword.
All right?
It is.
That's part of his weapon.
That's some bullshit. I got a 2-year-old daughter who see a nigga dress up like a woman, and now, children's brains are sponges, so now they think that shit normal. That shit ain't normal, nor is it natural.
Yeah, so now you gotta explain to a 3 or 4-year-old why this man is dressed like a woman. What kind of shit is that, man? That's not okay. It's not okay. You can't make it okay.
Well, hey, what gives you the right? That person has feelings. That's the dumbest shit.
He has freedom to choose if he wants to be a girl
well, I have
or
feelings
not.
too. I don't want my 4-year-old, son, my 4-year-old grandson, to see a man dressed like a woman. I'm sorry. Actually, I take that back. I'm not sorry.
That's right. You shouldn't. That's how you know it's an ongoing. Hey, we see it now, man. Hey, it's an ongoing battle between light versus dark.
Hey, what is it in Wisdom of Solomon 2? They are clean contrary. Right? So everything the Lord says, they go opposite, just like Psalms 50. What has the wicked to do with my statutes?
Exactly.
Seeing that thou hates instruction, man. This so-called white man, this red man, this Hebrew Edomite, totally goes opposite of the Lord, man. All right? The Lord says no homosexuality, and he says no, homosexuality is okay, plus bestiality, man. All right? Yeah. Go ahead, read the scripture, man. I had to use wisdom.
Heard we get it. It's Malachi, right? Malachi 3, verse 17. Off in there. Malachi. If you don't get it, I'll get it myself, man.
About what?
No, it's right before Matthew. No, it's a certain scripture because you know what? We are coming to that type of spirit to what we had that we started to see the discernment, man. You see it when that line is drawn, man.
Hey, but you know what? And it was spiritual, like you said, we see it. Hey, y'all remember when we was younger, it'd be a little 6-year-old and he too sweet. And he like, man, this nigga gay.
Right.
Then they literally grow up to be that way. Like, that's the. Hey, they be born with that spirit. Hey, the Lord cursed them, man.
I went to grade school with a dude, that they called Faggot Freddy. And he, before I even understood, before I even knew what the hell a faggot was, they called this dude Faggot Freddy because he'd be out there jumping double dutch with the girls and playing. So the kid, that's what the kid. And so because there was a couple other Freds and Freddies, so they had to identify him as Faggot Freddy. Because the other Freddy would be like, which Freddy?
Right.
Hold on, man, that ain't me. That's that nigga. That's Faggot Freddy.
Right.
I'm Fred over this motherfucker.
I'm Big Fred.
Right. I'll tell you another thing too. With my first time ever seeing lesbian shit was The Color Purple.
Hey, my first time was in Jackson Park on Faggot Island.
Oh yeah, I remember a girl.
My first time, I was on a date, man. It was me and some of my homies. We were all had our little chicks, and we was all in the Japanese gardens.
Yep.
When they first built them.
Yep.
All right. Matter of fact, because we used to go over there before they were even finished. We used to go step around the water, around the fence, and just go in there and just chill in there. And we were up in the Japanese gardens, and the whole pack of lesbians came over. Because I never forget the chick because she had a holy shirt with cuts in her shirt, and her nipples was out. And then she had a record, a 45 record in her hair with a ponytail. Wow. It was bugged the fuck out, man. It was bugged out. That was my friend. I was like, damn. And then they were her. I was like, damn, those are her titties. Right. And I'm like, oh shit. Right. I'm like, she kissing that girl. What the? I was probably like 14, 15. I never seen no shit like that, man.
I went over there in high school and I was like, damn, why don't nobody ever kick it over here? I was like, I thought I found a new spot. Like, I ain't seen nobody.
Yeah,
then when I got,
and
I
they
was
still
like,
to this day call it Faggot Island.
Yeah,
but you know what? They ruined it for them because they cut all the bushes down.
So they can't
hide.
Yeah, because
that's how you know it's wicked.
Because they that wicked ass shit in the road.
Yeah, they used to go in. Right, they used to go in there. And you would go on the island, think you chilling, you hear noise and in the bushes, and right, that's where they used to go.
Hey, you know what? And a lot of you guys get that homosexual spirit from the world, man. Hey, because during the 70s and the late 60s, what was pushed? Peace. Love everybody. Everybody doing LSD and want to fuck each other. All right? Hey, shit, they had what? Baby boomers.
Hey, that's what they were doing in the 60s and 70s.
That's all they was doing,
my old boss, man, I remember her telling me, you missed the 70s, you missed the party.
Woodstock.
You know?
You know, something used to trip me out too. I remember seeing pimps and stuff, and I was like, okay, he got the woman, but why is his fingernails long? Why he got perm in his hair? Yeah, you know.
Well, you know what? That was that social engineering because Superfly came out,
and that was it. Won't be preached.
And that's what everybody that came. Yeah. That's why all back in the day, that's how you knew who the folks were. All the folks were the Butters, right? With the Stacy's on album, right, Butters and Bucks.
You know what? That's wicked as hell because what did they do? They pushed out women to be whores.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Damn. And you know, a lot of, like you said, engineering, man. When you go back
that's
to
when I first heard that term, set that bitch out. Yup. I ain't never heard nothing like that from. I heard that from some folks.
But you know what's so funny?
We gonna get this bitch high. We gonna set her ass out. That meant they all was gonna fuck her.
You know what's so crazy? On the left hand side is in order because a pimp got a bottom bitch, and she is cool, and she got the stable under control,
But that's how it's like.
No.
It's wicked though.
It's wicked on the left hand side, but even they in order on that side. Well, our women, you know, we tell them about the right side, and they like, no, but they understand it, and
they have no problem with it. They flourish in wickedness, man.
That's
when you think about it, it's bugged out. It's bugged out. They're right. They'll accept it on that side. Yeah. But not, man, that's crazy, man.
Because women accept wickedness, man. That's just a simple fact. Man, niggas accept it, man. It says a lot of people, man, that they're wise to do even what? Amongst my people I found wicked, man, and amongst them, shit, they're more wicked than the wicked.
The pimp samples all his stuff before he sends it out there.
Yeah.
And so his bottom bitch ain't got no problem with him testing these bitches out. He might even let him blow his rod a few times and give him tips. Mm-hmm. No, baby, this how you gonna have to do it. You know? And right. And they cool with that, but then all of a sudden on the righteous side, on the right hand side, you're not cool with your husband having another wife or a couple other wives.
Right, hey, you know, we was talking about Deborah earlier. What did she say? It was a song, but what did she say? Go get 2 maids. She told the men to go get 2 maids, 2 women, all right? Because that's the natural order, right? And like the elder going to, if it was meant for every man to have 1 woman, there'll be a lot of single, lonely bitches with no babies out here, man.
That's right.
On prom.
It's like 1 man, 11 women, or 7 women to 1 man.
6 to 1.
Yeah, it depends on what state you're in, but the average is 7 to 1, which is spiritual, right? Which is spiritual, but yeah, because some states is 6 to 1, but the average is 7 to 1, and that's not, and that matter of fact, that's worldwide. So when the scripture says, matter of fact, somebody get that in Isaiah 4:1.
Oh yeah, we get, yep.
And matter of fact, that'll be the last scripture we gonna wrap up.
Because you know what? A lot of people get mad at R. Kelly and him messing with younger girls. But they forget in the 1800s,
Right.
early 1900s,
The early 1900s.
our ancestors was getting married at 14,
13,
15,
14 years old.
to men that were 30
Yeah,
years old.
they even showed you that in Color Purple.
Yeah.
His wives were what, 13, 14 years old?
Hey,
Baby.
you had
Because you want your daughter to lay with a man that's established. He got land. He got farmland. He can take care of his own.
and he
Right.
paid that dowry to
man.
you.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know?
Hey, you had 35-year-old guys picking up
And then
high school girls
and
back in 1940s.
yeah, hey, you know that shit. The Issachar still do that shit today. What you
Ah.
talking
Yeah, hey, it's kind of big on.
Yeah, you're very right, because these Issacharite women, you hook up with them and you find out they first was like, they was like 15, they first boyfriend was like 27, 30 years old, shit like that. So Issachar big on that, man.
Actually, shit, I did.
But lawfully, according to the Bible, there's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
But in this society, they can get locked the fuck up.
Everybody's westernized. You need to think east, not west.
That's
But you got to remember, Issachar came from south of the border. So, you know, they still, you know.
And then
And they still get down like that too.
Yeah.
you gotta think truth, not West, because you know what? Esau's fucking laws don't make no goddamn sense. In
None
one,
whatsoever.
in one goddamn
None
state,
of
you got 16, 15, 14, 17, then 18. That shit don't fucking make
Right,
no
it's the
sense.
That's right,
United
brother.
States, so
Well,
you
you
should
got-
be
you got
united,
some
right?
states-
Right.
You got
I always stop
you
that.
got some states where you can and cannot marry an animal. So this place is all
Oh
screwed
my
up, man.
God! Oh my God!
So this place is a mess, man. But go ahead and read
Go
that
ahead, yeah,
scripture. We
I
gonna wrap it
got
up, bro.
First Chronicles 14, and I'm gonna start at 3. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begat more sons and daughters. So was King David going off
He
and
took
having more wives?
man. I know, come on, brother.
Was that adultery?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
So now that you read that, read Isaiah 4:1, and then
All right.
he took more wives. And go ahead, brother. That's perfect. What was it? That was First Chronicles what?
Let me go back. I'm gonna read this. I go back to tell you.
Con.
Yeah.
That's a good precept, brother.
I need to go.
It goes right with this one. They're perfect together.
We probably went the wrong way.
Yeah, something going down.
Yeah, I heard.
Isaiah 4:1. And the day that 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name, take away our approach.
Right, to take away their reproach, man. Only let us be called by thy name, man. All right?
Let's get the fuck up out of here, because there it goes.
That's not nigga.
Yeah, it's
hey, those
time.
nigga women we don't
Hey,
want.
see,
all right?
so with that, man, we curses on them bitches.
Con.
And with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, we're conquered us.
Wa ba ba ba.
Abba, Abba.
I be gang bang.